The Warriors played and defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers at home 106-101, and Stephen Curry continued his amazing play. 40 points for Steph. I mean, this guy is making a case for MVP. This guy is ageless, it just seems. Like every year, the question is Stephen Curry going to be worse than last year? You know, he's getting up there in age, right? He's, you know, has, I think, a good amount of years left in him, but that's always a big question, and clearly it's not affecting him. He's playing great, 40 points. The Warriors debuted their new City Edition jerseys in this game. If you haven't seen my review on them already, I would go watch it, but as you probably know, I pretty strongly dislike those uniforms, but I will say on the court they do look a little bit better just because they tuck them in and you can't see the rows at the bottom. So yeah, that was an interesting little part of it that they debuted those new jerseys. The Cavs had a great game from Donovan Mitchell, who was having a great season. You know, of course, his first year with the Cavs, and the Cavs last year a pretty good team, and so they got better, and they're having a pretty good start to the year. I mean, they're 8-4 after this one. Coming into it, they're 8-3, and the Warriors had a challenge. I mean, the Warriors, of course, haven't been playing their best brand of basketball lately, so you know, I was a little bit nervous that we were going to lose, but the Warriors had a really good game, not only from Curry, but also from Andrew Wiggins. He had 20 points. 18 from Jordan Poole, and a little bit of a surprise off the bench, Anthony Lamb had 10 points, and so those were the four big scorers there: Curry, Wiggins, Poole, and Lamb. And Klay Thompson had 9 points. I mean, I've said this once, I've said it before. Poole is getting more points than Thompson, and you know, he's getting more minutes than him. Why not just put Poole in the starting lineup? I don't know. That's just my thing. Thompson, I don't think anymore deserves a starting spot. I mean, he's a fan favorite. He's a great player, but he's just not as good as he used to be. So yeah, this game started out pretty close. It was 25-25 at the end of the first. Cleveland took a little bit of a lead going into halftime. The Warriors had a solid third quarter and finished with a great fourth to get the win. So this game really could have gone either way. Both teams played pretty good, I thought. So yeah, the Warriors, of course, only had a 9-guy rotation. Of course, Wiseman wasn't active. A couple other, of course, like Moses Moody wasn't either, so they had to run with that, and it worked. I mean, it was definitely, you know, probably hard for the starters who had to play, you know, close to 40 minutes for some of them. Actually, Wiggins played the most minutes, Curry coming up with the second most, and then Poole, who actually came off the bench with the third most. So yeah, that's kind of how it was. Karis LeVert had 11 for Cleveland, as well as 20 for Evan Mobley. I mean, they had good performances from their starting lineup. Everyone in the starting lineup had double figures. 15 from Darius Garland, and then the sixth man, Kevin Love, 9 points. And so, yeah, good win for the Warriors. They needed this. Of course, Cleveland, you know, they lost to both NorCal teams. They lost to Sacramento, and then they come into this and lose to the Warriors. But Curry was insane. I mean, his three-pointers, turning to the bench before he even saw it go in. I mean, that takes some courage. You know, but, you know, he knows it's going to go in. So it's like, doesn't it matter? So the Warriors are going to play Sacramento next game in Sacramento. That should be a good game. Both teams are actually, you know, I feel like this year pretty equal in terms of, I mean, I guess in terms of like wins and losses, they're pretty equal. But I feel like last time we played them, it was very close. And so, you know, we'll see what happens. The Warriors, good win for them, 106-101, probably closer than they would have liked. But, you know, judging that they didn't have a full set of guys, it was a pretty good win. And, you know, 3-point percentage, pretty good for the Warriors. Cleveland struggled with the threes. It was mostly Donovan Mitchell hitting those. And, yeah, Cleveland got a lot of good foul calls for them, too. So, you know, the Warriors were sort of hurt on the free throw side of things. But that's going to do it, guys. The Warriors win 106-101. Cleveland moves to 8-4. The Warriors move to 5-7. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later. And, yeah, go Warriors.